Mithra.
Oh, no worries at all. Thank you, Nabanita, for the introduction. Hi, all. Good evening. Happy to see you all. So today I'm going to talk you to on the beginner level session on Power BI. Let me share my screen to continue. Is my screen visible?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So I know we are a little bit of time crunch, so let me directly dive in into the agenda. So first, we're going to look into what is the learning objective, what is the key takeaways from this session, and followed by what is Power BI, what are the different platform types and process flow, and what are the different elements present in Power BI, and also we are going to show you a dashboard and also have a bit of demo session on how to create charts and graphs, followed by a Q&A towards the end of the session. So the learning objectives, first we're going to look into what are the basic features of Power BI, how to navigate it, and how does the interface looks like, followed by how to import or upload data sets into Power BI. There are like various data sets, right? Like SQL, you can connect SQL, you can connect Excel, and then the text files and all those data sources, and how to work with data inside. For example, how to clean the data sets, how to change the data types and manipulating. And finally, you will be able to see how to create simple charts and dashboards in this session. So, what is BI? BI is business intelligence. It is the way where you use the raw data sets and convert it into usable data sets, like cleaning it and then like showcasing it to the business by creating reports and charts. And Power BI is a product of Microsoft, as we all know, and it's a cloud-based BI service. It was released in 2011 and then it became open source in 2015. So there are like some of the links I have shared here for you to install Power BI. So this all the materials I'll be using here will be like shared with you. So don't worry about the links. And why Power BI? So there are like different things that you can do with Power BI, because it can have real time. You can do real time data analysis with it, and also quick insights. This is a feature in the paid version of Power BI, where you can actually when you upload the data, you can actually when you click on this particular option, quick insights, immediately you will see all the automatically Power BI doing all the analysis for you. And for example, like creating the outliers for a data set, it will be like very informative option you will be seeing Power BI. Followed by we can integrate various data sources, like you can integrate SQL, Excel sheets and other data sources at the same time, so you can work with multiple data sources. And also it's like very cost effective. So there are like different versions of Power BI, which I'll be walking you through in the later slides. Moving on to the different platforms. So here we have like three different platforms in Power BI. The first one is the desktop version. So here you'll always be basically creating your dashboards, creating your reports and all the charts in your desktop version. And then when you would like to publish it, you will actually make use of Power BI service. This is a classical example of SaaS, software as a service. So it's a cloud based where you can publish your dashboard and then share the links with your clients or the people who want to share the link with. And then the third one is Power BI mobile. This is like a mobile version of it, like an app used for Android and iOS services. And there are like three different versions of Power BI. It's called like a license, Power BI license. The free version, it's a desktop version where you cannot publish and cannot share it with people. Of course, you can share the PBIX file, the file assets, but you couldn't be able to share the exact link of it. But with Power BI Pro and Power BI Premium, you will be able to share your dashboard and publish your dashboard. Power BI Pro is about $10 per month, and Premium is about $20 a month. And in Power BI Pro and Premium, there are like different features. For example, the amount of refreshes you can do, the amount of data you can store. So based on that, the two versions will vary. So currently, I'm also using Power BI desktop version, the free version, where you can do like almost all the features, but then wouldn't be able to share it with people. So moving on, the process flow. So what happens? How does the data flow in the backend? So here we have like multiple data sources. So where you import it into the desktop, and you will create all your visuals and dashboards and charts. And then I'll come back to it. So in Power BI service, so this is the place where you it's a cloud based, where you actually publish your dashboard. And also there is a Power BI gateways here. So the gateway acts as a bridge between your on-premises data, your organization's data, and Microsoft. So when you want to have real-time data uploaded and visualized in your dashboard, then it's best to use connected with Power BI gateways and then publish it into the service. And using the dashboard link, you can actually access all the dashboards, like number of people can access at the same time. So a real-time example would be, for example, if an e-commerce company would want to like have a dashboard and see their revenues, the number of purchases. So by connecting your on-premises data with Microsoft, whenever there's a purchase made, whenever the revenue increases, the dashboard will have the updated real-time data. And also, like you can actually set the refresh cycle, like be it every Monday, be it every day. You can actually like have a setting for it. So this is how the data flows at the back end. So moving on to the elements of Power BI. I know there's like a lot of icons. It might get overwhelming, but it's very simple. So I just want to first walk you through the different views in Power BI. So there are like three views. The first one is report. This is the place where you actually create the dashboard, where you create all the visuals. And the next one is data. So whenever you load a data, this is the place where you can see all the raw data sets that you have loaded. And model, this is basically to create relationships between different data sets. For example, there is a data set one, where you have name and age column, and there is a data set two, where there is name and country. And if you want to link the two data sets based on name, this is the place where you build relationships. And now let me move on to a dashboard, Power BI dashboard, to showcase the different ribbons in Power BI. So the interface looks like this. I know many of you would have already seen it, but for people who are like seeing it newly, the interface looks like this. And these are on the left pane, these are the different reports and the views I was talking about. So this is the report view. So here is the place where you build the data, and then moving on to the data view. So here on the right hand side, you have all the data listed, whichever you uploaded. So you can click on each of them and then the raw data set will come. Yeah, Nabanita, would you? I'm sorry, I think you're on mute.
Sorry, I was just suggesting to pull down the speaker's view, the four speakers over there at the bottom right side of the screen, so that it'll not intervene in your presentation.
I'm not able to see actually. Like,
Oh, okay.
is that okay?
It's okay. You can. It's. You can see the different people coming up on your screen, right? Like the speaker
Oh,
view. Yeah,
okay.
this one. Yeah. Don't close it. You can just drag and drop at the bottom, and so that he can see it as well.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, so this is a data view where you actually see the raw data sets that you have uploaded. And in this relationship view, you can actually build different relationship with different data sets. So now let me walk you through all the different ribbons. This might be like very, very familiar to you because we have always been using Microsoft Word and Excel, be it personal or professional. And since this is also a product of Microsoft, you have like very similar file, home, insert, modeling, view, and help. So in home, you have pretty much all to do all the data manipulations where you can load the data and connect it to server and also like transform the data. And in insert, again you have like different things like you can build new visuals and you can create a text box, buttons, shapes, and images. And in modeling, you can actually create new data columns, new measure and quick measure, and adding columns. These are all ways to manipulate your data sets. This is a bit advanced, but it's really a good place to explore. And in views, you have like different themes. Like if you select one of the themes, that automatically Power BI will, like all the colors for all the charts will be picked up from this. And there is an option for also to browse various themes outside of the default themes. And also you have like filters which acts as where you can filter each and every data sets. And selection, this is more to select each one of the elements in dashboard when you build it. And in help, we have the different training videos and guides. It'll be a good place to start on to look how things are built. So this is pretty much the ribbons that we have in Power BI. And also we have this visualization ribbons. Again, this is also like very similar to Excel. We have this different icons like stack column, pie chart, donut chart, and maps. And also we have like more visuals. We can import new visuals as well. And this is pretty much it. And I'm going to showcase you a dashboard now, which I built a few days before. So this dashboard is based on two data sets from Kaggle. One is Nobel Prize winners, especially targeting to women, and the other one is a top 100 influential women. So here I have built. Actually, I've used three data sets. This particular chart is built using women Nobel Prize winners for both men and women. Interestingly, you can see that about only 5%, 5.7% is women, and 91% is man. I think that's like a lot of space for us to capture the Nobel Prize in the future years. And yeah, so the other rest of the data sets is based only on women. So you can actually, this is an example of a slicer. It acts more like a filter where you can filter in and then the dashboard gets updated based on the years. And to read this chart, for example, in 2009, there were like five number of winners in this particular year. In 2011, there were like three. This is an example for a tree chart. And you can build various charts using Power BI, using the visualizations tab that I showed you. And here is where your creative juices will flow. And you can make it very customized based on your needs and based on the business needs. So you can also create a map, and also like sometimes table is the best way of representation. So you can also like create a table. And I've created an in-page navigation, which is also like very simple to create. So here, when you click on it, it gives me visualizations of another data set that I've used. This is about top influential women. And here also I've created share by category, what is their age, and like how many number of women are there per category. And here as well you can filter it based on business, entertainment, like based on how like what you would like to see, and the charts gets updated. Yeah, and now I would like to showcase how to like upload a data set, and how to create some few simple charts. So you have to go to in home tab, you have to go to get data. So there are like multiple options here, like Excel workbook. You can connect it to SQL server. So for this option, you would have to connect it with the database and the server credentials, and then you will be able to view all the tables in that particular database. So here for now today I have a CSV file to be uploaded. It's about women and fashion. So let me upload it. So you just have to give open, and then it will connect automatically. So you will get a preview of how your data will look like. and then you can load it. So it's currently loading. So once you load it, you have to go to the data view to look into the data set. So here it is. So this is how you load a data set. And if you want to do a simple, I'm going to show you like very simple basic manipulations. For example, this particular column, if you would like to change the name from current price to say price, you can update it. And also if you want to add a dollar symbol to it, you can actually add. So like there are like different types of manipulations that you can do. For example, the currently it's decimal number, and if you want to increase the decimal values, since it's a whole number, it's like zero point 0 always, but if there is like a different number you have, you can actually make like whole number or decimal number based on using these kind of like features. And let's try to build few of the charts that we saw. I'm going to use the Nobel Prize, the general, where we can build a pie chart. So basically you have to choose that particular chart type that you would like to create. So click that. So this is like a template, it's like a plain one. So then when you input, you tick on that and input, it will automatically come here. And in values you can, based on number of people, right? So you can put it in values, so you would be able to see what are the different uh, how does the different values in the chart looks like. And you can beautify it based on your needs. For example, you can go to this format your visual, this particular option, and you can go to legend. You can actually change the text, change the color, and do like a lot of things around this area. Here you can change the color. So a lot of steps can be done here based on your needs. And let us, and one important thing is that when you know like when you try to do another chart, most of the times I miss this. Like I kind of like click the another chart with this selection itself, where the particular chart will get changed. So never do that. You have to click out of it and then create a new chart. So let me create a bar chart now for you. So let's visualize a category and the number of people in each category. So it gives us, like number of people in each category. And you can also use a slicer. This is more like a filter. If you would like to see only like few categories, you don't want to see all the categories, then you can actually, like select only like few categories that you want to see. And also there are like different options how you want to use this, see this. For example, if you want to go to this and slicer settings and selection, you can have an option called select all, where if you want to select all, you can select all. And there are like multiple options where it will allow you to do multi select, or it will allow you to just do single select. And if you touch on this drop down, oh sorry, once again, it'll show you as like hold on. Okay, let me come back to that again. So this is one of the fill slicers, and another option is you can, if you want to visualize it based on year, you can actually uh, create a slicer based on year, and then based on your selection, the data will get updated automatically. And another thing is that I always feel map is very fancy, so I'd like to show how to build a map. It is also like very simple. So you have to click on the map, a map visual, and then you get an empty map. And of course, this can be used only when you have like locations. So have a country as a location. So let me. So these are the locations from where women in a Nobel Prize have like won Nobel Prize. So then you, so but right now it just gives the places. But if I would like to see like how many people in each location has got, like I'm gonna use a name column and put it in bubble size. So now you can see that in North America, it's like very huge, like 10 people have got from there. But in say a different place in China, it's like one. So like it depends on different places, like based on the data set that you upload. So like this is the content of my dashboard as well. But if you see here, you can just make your own way of how to beautify it. It's just on your own imagination. So this is a small demo on how to build dashboards. So I'm going back to the PPT. So beyond this session, this is a very basic session, but there are like lots and more to do with Power BI. For example, there is one option called Power Query, where you can do a lot of data manipulations. If I'm going to show you back to there, so this option where you in home you have this transform data, so this is called Power Query. So a new tab opens, and here there are like it's a bit of coding where you have to do, so like a lot of different options you can try to do with this Power Query. And moving back, you have DAX. So DAX is the data analysis expressions. It is very similar to Excel formula, where you have add, like sum, multiply, all those like Excel formula related things. There are like two different types of calculations you can do using DAX. One is called calculated columns. It is more like having a different an additional column where each row will have each additional value. And measure is something like where you can, it's more used for aggregation. For example, if you want to find the total revenue, then in that case for one particular column you will just have like one value. For that instance you can have measure. People who have used both Power Query and DAX will say that a lot of features will overlap. Yes, it's true, a lot of features will overlap, and I also use it very interchangeably. So based on how comfortable you are, you can actually use the features interchangeably as well. Another things is advanced, you can do advanced analytics like building data models. Your you can integrate the models you build in R in Power BI and run it in Power BI as well. And one more thing is like security. So Power BI is like very secure. For example, if there is a payroll related information in your data column, and then you don't want everybody to see that information, then you can actually assign roles. Like admin can see every information, and then a viewer can only see like few different columns and few visuals based on your needs. So there are like lots and lots to do with Power BI. I think it's an amazing data visualization tool. You can initially start with exploring using Excel sheets, and then try building a dashboard. And then there are like a lot of resources available in internet. You can see a lot of tutorial video, and then I think it's a very easy tool to learn by oneself. I hope yeah, I think I'm almost by the end of the session. I hope this session was informative for you.